I hate to be the one who tells you this, but if you decided to become an entrepreneur to escape the 9 to 5 rat race, you may have created an even worse trap for yourself, working 15+ hour days where you're just chasing customers, social media followers, and investors like a little hamster on a wheel, crossing your fingers hoping that your idea will take off and get to the next level. But I'm telling you, this is all a trap, and I know this because this happened to me too, and I was at the point where I was so burnt out and unfulfilled that I had to take a long break from everything that I was doing. But luckily, I was able to get back up on my feet and escape the rat race that is entrepreneurship. And now I earn way more money while not burning myself out. I'm talking 50K months doing less work, whereas before I was making 10K months doing way more work. So here's how I did it and how you can too. The first thing that you must understand is you want to embrace efficiency over hustle. Yes, hustling is important, but not when you're focusing on things that don't move the needle forward and that burn you out. So I encourage you to take a step back, look at everything that you're doing, and ask yourself, am I being efficient? Because you want to work smarter, not necessarily harder. The second thing to understand is that you don't want to go at this alone. So there is a quote that if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. So I encourage you to partner with people to help you with your idea. Get team members, maybe collaborate with someone who has a similar mission to you and work together so that you can get much farther together. And it's great when you partner up with someone that has skills that you don't necessarily have, because then they can fill those gaps and you can divide and conquer and get much further together. So especially if you are doing the social media route, sometimes people see others in their niche as competitors, but instead see them as people who you can collaborate with, work together, because at the end of the day, I'm sure all of you are working towards the same goal, and you don't want to lose sight of your big mission just by getting caught up in this competition when you can actually be elevating together. The third thing to master is time management, because as entrepreneurs, we have all these tasks that are just bouncing around in our head. You know, we got to do stuff for the marketing and for the sales and to get funding, to manage our finances, and you don't want all of that bouncing around in your head. Many people do the old-fashioned way where they just write things down. I used to have a little sticky note on my desktop on my computer where I would write down everything, but it ended up just being a long to-do list. And so there's one really great tool which I recommend. It's called Todoist, and there's a lot of tutorials on YouTube that you can watch to learn how to best use this tool, but oh my gosh, like, it completely changed the game for me, and now I work so much more efficiently because I know which tasks are prioritized, and in Todoist you can organize all your tasks into different projects, and you can set dates, and you can check it off once it's done so that you ensure that you are making progress every day to completing your projects. The fourth thing to master is to really establish your authority and to own your confidence. Think about it. There could be someone in your same industry that started at the same time as you, but they're going to be much more successful just by having more confidence, because they're going to be able to present their offer much more confidently. If they're making content, they're going to show up so much better. They're going to get people to trust them on a much higher level just by being confident. So really own that. A lot of entrepreneurs have a worthiness story. They don't think that they're truly the expert. They think that they are an imposter. That's where imposter syndrome comes from. But really take a step back and think, okay, why am I the expert in this space? Why am I qualified to create this product, to deliver this service? And whatever it is, really own it. When I first started my journey, so I'm the expert with YouTube and business. So I help YouTubers to get leads for their business with organic content without using paid ads. And when I first started, me too, I experienced imposter syndrome, but then I realized, oh wait, this is in the beginning. I had a 4-year internship with TEDx where I learned so much about marketing and branding and sales and websites, and I really owned that in the beginning. And over time, I started to gain more reasons why I was the expert. So I got all these testimonials, I got results for myself, I built over a 6-figure business with this channel, and so I really own that. And there's going to be people who tell you, oh, like, you're not the expert, especially if you're posting on a platform like YouTube. People give negative comments, but you have to ignore that. You know, you can't let that dim your light. Pay attention to the majority of comments that are positive, people who value you, who see you as the expert, and I promise you that you will get much further. That actually leads me into the fifth thing. Regardless of your industry, you want to be leveraging YouTube to build your brand, because YouTube is the ultimate platform. Basically, every industry is on YouTube and they're sharing value. They're driving leads to their business, and that's leading to bigger opportunities like speaking engagements, collaborations, and it just really builds your brand authority. Especially like if you are trying to get funding, by having a YouTube channel, you could really show that you are credible and that you are dedicated. And having a brand is super powerful nowadays, especially a personal brand, because then people connect with you. And even if you change industries, people will support you and they will send referrals because they are a fan of you. So I really encourage you to be posting on YouTube. And it can be long form videos like this, but also consider going live, posting shorts. You can post in the community tab. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with YouTube. And so try to find your cup of tea when it comes to posting content. And if you have a business or if you have a brand, always talk about it. Again, own your authority, drive people to the website if you are offering products and services, because once you have a YouTube video that's appearing in search and you have a call to action, I'm telling you, it's like leads and sales on autopilot, and it will lead to bigger opportunities. I know this because it happened to me too. I mean, even Kajabi reached out to me because they saw my YouTube channel, they saw my live streams where I was giving these free channel reviews, and they reached out to me for a collaboration. And the same thing can happen for you too. So if you would like my help with that, there are links down below that talk more about how I can assist you in this process. I have a beginner membership that will walk you through step by step how to make this happen for you too. I'll talk more about that at the end, but I want to talk about the sixth thing that you must master in order to escape this 9-to-5 entrepreneurship rat race. And that is to don't lose sight of your friends, of your family, of your health, things that really matter in life, your spirituality, because sometimes we get so locked into our mission, and that's a good thing, but we don't want to lose sight of what really matters. Still talk to your family, connect to your children. If you are spiritual, don't give up your practices, because that's what really matters in life. Tony Robbins says that success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. So I don't want you to be successful as an entrepreneur if you're not fulfilled at the end, because I'm telling you, that's a dark place to be in. So I think of life like a canvas, and all these different areas of life are like colors. Maybe YouTube is red, business is orange, friends and family is yellow, health is green. You want to have this beautiful canvas that is your life. And I'm telling you, that's a life worth living. I'd rather make less money and have less followers and have a more fulfilled and abundant life than have all this money, all these followers, and not feel fulfilled. I actually saw a video the other day where Alex Hermosi, this big YouTuber and entrepreneur, was saying that he doesn't feel like it's enough. It's not really fulfilling him. And if you really analyze it, like, who's more successful, him or someone who's not as popular, who is taking time to focus on what truly matters in life? And you can absolutely have both. I believe that we are in an abundant universe, and that's why I go by Ari the Creator, because you can truly create the life and business of your dreams if you decide to be conscious, if you come at this from the willingness to do good. And that's what I'm here to help you with. I know my expertise is all about YouTube and business, but I see that as a vehicle to create your own life and to also create the change that you wish to see in the world. So I help conscious experts who want to use YouTube from the willingness to do good, to spread a message, to help people. That's who I help. And I have a range of services. Again, I have my beginner membership for people who just want to learn the steps of what I teach. There's a monthly live Q&A where I can interact with you and answer your questions. But I also offer intimate support. We can meet every week through my accelerator, and I can really guide you through the steps and give you feedback along the way. And I'm truly someone who cares. I don't see my clients as numbers. I see them as people, and I see just beyond them. I see their bigger missions. I see their audiences and the huge ripple effect that we are creating together. I also offer done-for-you services. I have a beautiful team who is as sharp as pins, and we also help with creating funnels, creating freebies, creating offers. I can help train your team. I am here to help you operate in your zone of genius. I know sometimes the technical things can serve as hurdles, but I'm here to make it as easy as possible. So again, there's a link down below where you can read more and apply to work with me. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, but it was my pleasure giving you this advice in this video. Leave a comment down below of your biggest takeaway, and I'll see you for the next one.